So hello my family, my good people. We have a new video. Yeah, so my beautiful people, if you are new in this YouTube channel, I go by the name Max1 from Kenya. And if you've not subscribed, consider by subscribing so that we roll to 4K subscribers as a family. So thank you very much for the love and support that you usually show me by watching my videos. I want to say it is not something I should take for granted. It is something very, very big from my heart. The happiness I feel in my heart, only God knows. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And it will depend, on the side where you are. Maybe right now I'm doing the video. Some of you, they are still sleeping. Some of you, they're just waking up. But here, actually it is around 9 a.m. Yeah, and today is a busy day. Yeah, so I have to prepare 1, 2, 3 things in very early, so that when I upload the video for you, yeah, it will be a good thing. So we have a lot to share, and today's video is a very fantastic video that needs intelligent people to see things the way I see them in my own perspective. Actually, I'm coming from my house where I stay, not the one that I'm building, but where I'm staying. And I'm praying to God that God to put me alive, God to give me good health, God to give my family and children, my wife, good health, my mom, and also to my family subscribers who watches my videos, plus the entire world. May God grant you good health, so that at least you enjoy the fruits of your labor that you've been, working very hard for. And me, I'm saying, yeah, God's time is best, and I know God never forsakes his children like Max1. I know one day I'll be moving in my house, and yeah, and that house is your house. If you feel like coming to the village once I complete building, just know that I will have a place for your accommodation. Yeah, so without hesitation, let's go, because on the table today we have DeeMwango, we have Congrats Dad, and it's a very, very fantastic, very harsh, very tough argument that rose between DeeMwango and Congrats Dad, that made DeeMwango lose, that made DeeMwango pack, Yeah, because I usually say Congrats Dad is a good man. Is someone who sees things from far. Is someone who is full of knowledge and wisdom. And for him, he usually speaks the truth the way it is. He doesn't want to apply water instead of applying the oil. He doesn't want to put salt instead of putting sugar. When it is water, it is water. When it is oil, it is oil. When it is sugar, it is sugar. Just the way it is. And no matter how they want to, to bring some their own tricks of doing things, he usually says his mind, and just leave it like that. And that is why I love this man, this hard-working man, this harsh, no-nonsense man, So they had this argument, and I want you to watch and tell me on the comment section, whom do you think, was in a better direction? Whom do you think was the right person in this argument? you know. So watch this as we proceed, and don't forget to like this video, and don't forget also, as I've said, to comment down there and tell me, because I'll be coming on my own part of reaction, you know, and tell you on my own perspective the way I see things. And maybe before I do that, maybe you would have dropped your own comments down there. Yeah, so let's continue. Watch this as we proceed.
You have acquired knowledge to make life, not that you get employed. A quite a number of people who are employed, they die poorly. But those ones who create employment by themselves, because of the knowledge they have acquired, they are the ones rich. Even here, even in Europe, everywhere in the world. No. So we want the young people to create employment for themselves.
So how do you create employment for yourself, whereas the government is not giving you no opportunities? Everything is just so high. They want you to pay taxes left, right, center.
You know, once you are asked to pay taxes, that's when you can look for ways of getting revenue so that you can pay.
No, we don't want. We reject. Because we've been paying taxes all through, but look at the roads. The roads are so bad. No, There's nothing to smile. Here we don't even have electricity.
You know,
true.
Give Mheshimiwa William Ruto time, and you will come to realize
we Gen Zs, he must go. Guys, what do you think? Uncle, unasemaje? Ruto amezidi, si ndio?
Hata kama siki Kiingereza yake Ruto amezidi. Akira kitu tonayo tais.
Uncle, kuna lipia mpaka shamba yako.
Hiyo.
Kama hiyo. If you got somebody who's very creative, you can keep a lot of hands with this compound. Within 1 year, you have got a total of millions. But people are not creative anyway.
People are not creative.
This is a compound where you can keep a lot of hands. And you know, 1 hand by now is 2,000. If you have 2,000 of them, that's 2 million. That's 2 million within a year. But people do not want to work hard. They just want Mheshimiwa William Ruto to bring food at the table.
But there are no opportunities, no nothing at all.
I've told you, like, here there's an opportunity.
Guys, me, no matter what, I don't agree with my dad. Me, I reject till the end of, till the end of life. I'm not. But I think old parents don't understand.
So take time to know exactly what is happening.
No.
Like life in Europe or in America. Hey, people have to work hard day and night. But here in Africa, here in Kenya, hey, people are asleep all through. What is that? How can you move to the next level? People sleep from saa moja to saa mbili in the morning. What kind of life is that?
Guys, when we were growing up, if my dad finds you asleep at 7, it will not be well with you.
I've never
my dad actually is a very early riser.
People
waking up early every day.
And work out, to work hard anyway. But here in Africa, quite a number of people sleep 24 hours. And this is a 24 hours economy. How can we move to the next level? Mheshimiwa William Ruto wants this country to be a 24 hours economy. But young people want to sleep all through. What is that?
No.
Then how can we compromise with them?
No,
we
that's
cannot
not
compromise.
the thing.
We really want people to work hard.
Yes, working hard is a must, but now it comes whereby you are in economic crisis where even when you work hard, there's nothing that you're getting in return. So what do you do?
You cannot work hard and miss something in return. You cannot miss, like the way Barrow has done here. I'm happy with what he has done here. He has bought quite a number of pieces of land around here. This is how the family can move to the next level anyway. But when you get something and eat and sleep like that, year after year,
So my dad basically is just saying we young generations mostly in my country just lazy. But I think we are not lazy. Kenyans are one of the most hardworking people that I know.
This young generation is a race generation.
Come here, come
the
close.
Young generation is a less generation. No. People do not even want to work out. They sleep 24 hours.
But imagine now, there's no electricity, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no good roads and all that.
We have the solars. Solars are everywhere.
But how do you afford the solars when you have no source of income?
But once you work hard and get something, you can opt for something which can help you to the next level. Not necessarily electricity. Apana.
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi, you can always acquire it once you are working hard.
From where? where? From where? Me, I wish the government gave us, like Wi-Fi is everywhere and electricity. Then they say, okay,
So
young generation.
once you talk of such a things, then Mheshimiwa William Ruto with time will provide the young people with all
But
that.
even if down here we've never had electricity for years.
Very soon, this place will have electricity. Very soon.
No.
In fact, it's not going to take 3 months from now.
Guys,
I'm telling you.
I don't know what you think about this conversation, but I totally disagree as a Gen Z.
Mheshimiwa William Ruto, the president of Kenya, God bless you abundantly.
No.
I'm sure you will make this country move to the next level.
That's what you think.
Anyway, beyond doubt.
Guys, what I know is the next election is going home. We will see. I will come to vote. I've never voted in my entire life, but the next election, I am voting. I am voting out.
Let's
We will
pray
see.
that God gives us time up to that time. And then you will see. You will come to agree with that. We know exactly what they're doing.
Unless he steals the votes as usual.
Quite a number of Kenyans will vote for Mheshimiwa William Ruto. Give him the next 3 years. You will see what he has done and everybody will accept Mheshimiwa William Ruto.
Honestly, the millennials, the old parents, people don't understand anything. If only they knew. No, guys, what's your take? Personally, as DeeMwango, I reject. I do not agree with my dad. I reject. Actually, I admire countries like Europe because when I'm there, when you see how the country runs, is so smooth. I mean, good roads, okay? Wi-Fi everywhere. You find means of transport like trains everywhere. You just pay $1 and you just keep going. The system is just so good.
But
as
one
much as
thing-
life is expensive, but also the government has a way of balancing out everything.
But one thing you have
know what I mean?
No, the last regime had no vision. It's now
but look, but-
it is now that Mheshimiwa William Ruto has started.
No, I
So
don't
let us
think
give
so.
him time. Let us support him.
But now for the few years, what has he done? Tell
has
me what.
done quite a number.
That he, like what?
All the roads you have seen around, all the Maram roads you have seen around.
Maram.
they are already there.
Why
They're
Maram
already
roads
there.
in Africa? Why? What is our problem?
Now,
You
next,
can praise somebody with the Maram road. What is
next
Maram
he's going to
road?
tarmac them. Next.
No.
In the next regime, he's going to tarmac them.
For me, guys,
Things
he
cannot be
must
done
go.
with overnight.
No,
He has to be given time.
No, guys. Honestly, me, I reject. No matter what my dad says, me, I reject. Me, I do not agree. My dad is saying Gen Z. Gen Z.
Now you see what I'm doing? No young person can work in the way I'm working at this time now.
No
They
young
cannot
person.
work.
They cannot work.
They cannot work. And then how can
That I think you've seen something that was what a child sees when she's sitting down. Not even when she's sitting down. When she has climbed a very tall tree, she cannot see what an elder person, what a parent is able to see while seated the way I'm seated. That is why we do say, no matter what, this thing here, this ear cannot grow. No, this thing, this small thing that ladies do put the earrings, cannot grow than this one. What do I mean? Is that what a child cannot be able to see even when she climbs a tree, an elder is able to see it even when he's lying on the floor. So DeeMwango, my sister, I want to disagree with you 89%. Although I won't disagree with you 100%, but I want to disagree with you 89%. And these are my reasons. One thing, your dad was so open and he told you that knowledge is everything. And that is why you see parents do make efforts, a lot of efforts, to make sure that the children have secured education. No parent wants his child to remain at home while others are securing education. When a child goes to school, is going to school to acquire knowledge and skills to help him or to help her in the future. in his own life. And that is the truth. Only thing that maybe is needed in just empowerment. When someone is being empowered, he can do marvelous. Plus the knowledge, plus the knowledge that maybe he has gathered, he has got from school. I promise you, a person can do marvelous. And that is what his dad was trying to put in his mind, in her daughter's mind, DeeMwango. But DeeMwango, she's someone whom she wants to create, she want to be a winner where there is nothing. But I want to say the dad outsmarted you. The dad outsmarted you 100%, because without knowledge, without skills, even if you are being employed, you will do nothing. You will end up being chased from the work, because you're not principled. You don't have the skills and knowledge. Employment is something good, yes, but you should know that not everyone that maybe goes to school, comes out, must be employed. We have so many self-employed people who have just employed themselves with businesses, and they are living, they are doing marvelous, they are feeding their family, Yeah, so the dad was correct about what he was telling you. DeeMwango was blaming the government, of taxes. I want to say, even those developed countries like US, United Kingdom, Jamaica, South Africa, France, Germany, those developed, countries, they pay tax, and they pay a lot of tax. They pay what? Even water, they do pay for the tax. The roads, they do pay for the tax. Everything, they do pay for the tax. Okay, I might say, okay, our country is not so much developed. That is true. But we are looking into that, because for us to be like US, the way DeeMwango was comparing, other countries with Kenya, those people sacrifices a lot, and they put their minds together, and it is a policy. It is a policy that for the country to develop, for anything good to come out, the citizens must be patriotic, and they must be obeyed, and they must be ready to pay the taxes. But in Kenya here, once that is imposed, once that is passed, it becomes like, people want to rebel, people want to create demonstrations here and there, and that is why DeeMwango was arguing like someone maybe she's not exposed, because I usually think maybe when she's going outside traveling, she sees a lot of things, she says, if it was for the people maybe to agree and do this, and the government says maybe we could be very far. Yes, I understand life is very difficult, but the government also is not so biased, it want to impose a lot of huge taxes to the citizens, and the government knows very well that the people cannot be able to pay the taxes. They do actually give out the rate of paying the taxes, which anyone can afford. The only thing that I usually say is that a person who is just down, he doesn't have much, his business is not giving out hugely, that person should not pay the same tax with someone like a governor, an MP, an MCA, the president, the senators, the women reps, the chief officers, the cabinet secretaries, which are the CSs, the CS, the security people. Yeah, so it should be like a difference between the vulnerables and those who have bettered their lives. That is the only thing that the government must look into. But about paying taxes, DeeMwango, actually, for any country to run, the citizens must be ready to give to the government, you know, from the business sector, from the farming sector, from the livestock sector, you know, from the petroleum industry, from the mining, you know. Yeah. So that the country can run. Now that is how we should. So, DeeMwango, please stop arguing like you never went to school, because you told us that you are a teacher. You told us that you are a graduate. So please don't argue like someone who never went to school. And I saw her, she was emphasizing a lot on electricity. And even you've watched that, my people. So this is my own reaction. And because I loved his parents, Congress dad is someone who is so open. He knows what he's saying, because electricity is in the village. It is there. And it is being used. The only thing that these people did was they wanted a backup. And they destroyed their own electricity. Because the same electricity, you remember Uncle Mo, his first son Mayugno was celebrating that, oh, Ayamaru has brought electricity after 6 months. It is not a lie. This electricity had been there. But because they tampered with their own electricity, illegal connection here and there, so they have to, it just came like that. So she's there saying, oh, electricity. And the dad was so open and said, already you have the solars that you tampered with electricity, at least to get. Already you got it. So why are you again saying, oh, and the dad was telling you, you can achieve these things, you know. You can just achieve these things. So, DeeMwango, stop oversmarting people. Yes, we know where you are going, where you are coming from, and where you are heading to. You know, you wanted the dad to support you. Oh, here there's no electricity. Here, what? But your dad is a truthful person. He's a pastor. He doesn't want to lie. So stop. Because I loved the way your dad came out and said, for instance, the compound that your brother has, the compound that your mom has and your dad. If, for instance, you put the skills and knowledge with what you get from the YouTube, I don't think you should be there like, oh, this and this has happened, or this and this is not happening, because he gave you an example of rearing chicken, and he told you one chicken can go to 2,000 Kenyan shillings, you know, and he gave you an approximation of 2,000 chicken, you know, 2,000 chicken plus 2,000. How much is that? You know, how much is that? A lot of money. Even me, I intend to, when I'll go to my home, when I'll finish building, actually I intend to do a small business. For instance, rearing the chicken, because I have to be there monitoring them, giving them food. It is a very good business. You know, it is good for you to give a child, to teach a child how to fish, rather than you giving that child fish daily. Because you might be giving that child fish, but when that fish is not there, the child will be there blaming, oh, I'm hungry. But if you teach that child how to fish, at least he will put something on the table. So me, about this argument that was between the father of DeeMwango and DeeMwango, I saw the father was very right, because he was trying to put some senses in his daughter's brain, you know. that instead of you, you know, when you are receiving everything, it is luxury, 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 luxury. At least do something for your own, because this YouTube might be there, might not be there tomorrow, you know. And what will you be showing off that you did, you know? And these people, they are receiving a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot. So he was trying to pass some senses to her daughter, but I don't think, because the argument, DeeMwango was like, oh, she want to emerge the best. But that is it, the truth. She talked about the Wi-Fi. DeeMwango talked about the Wi-Fi. I want to say in our village here, the government have already passed the Wi-Fi. Now it is the responsibility of a person who wants it, because it is the Wi-Fi is running in all the poles of electricity, even the village. And an example is Fellow the Boy. Fellow the Boy has a Wi-Fi that the government installed. The only thing that you have to do is just to drop the Wi-Fi by 5,000, and in a month you are supposed to pay according how you've used that Wi-Fi. And that is the truth. But DeeMwango was like, oh, we don't have Wi-Fi here. And your brother Marwa was the one who was saying that, you know, this is how you expose yourselves. And you later say that, oh, Max One, why are you doing this? Oh, Max One, why are you like this? The same your brother was saying that he has distributed. And I remember even his disciples were there. Like, you know, now we have the Wi-Fi in the village. And yesterday, what were you saying? You are saying you don't have Wi-Fi. You are blaming the government. Things should not go like that. Things should not go like that. You know? Things should not go like that. The truth should always be the truth. You know? Because your dad he's seeing a lot of development that is being done in the village. The roads, they're being put in the correct condition. And your dad knows electricity is there, and even is seeing other places electricity is being installed. And that is why he even told you in 2 months stop complaining, because already as we have maybe those who are living in, you know, in marginalized areas, maybe they're the one, maybe they don't have electricity. Yeah, so about what DeeMwango was trying to portray, I know what she was trying to portray. No, because you cannot deny everything. Everything you are just denying. Everything you're just denying. So which road do you use going to your home? You know, if it was not for the government, which road are you using? You are now, you know, we are trying now to put things, you know, in a correct way. And something that I said, you know, I had been saying this, that DeeMwango have never voted. And yesterday she confirmed it, that she has never casted any vote for anyone. But they are there blaming. davyjnr is another one. He doesn't know where even the polling station is. Ayamaro is another one. They don't know even the polling station where they are, because they don't even exercise their own patriotism. They don't exercise democracy by voting. And they're the first people, because they have the audience, they're the first people to come out and tarnish the name of, you know, the government, the leaders. They're not doing anything. If you don't vote, because development comes in an area, the government, when they want to distribute development, because they go with the votes, that that area has got a total of maybe 20,000 voters. So the development that you want to take there, it is equal to these people's votes. Because how will they know the number without you voting? And you are there complaining. What are you complaining? Because this is where you go wrong. And when we come correcting you, you usually say, why is Max One like this? Why is he doing like this? Why Why is he now exposing us? What? The truth is that the day you win, wake up very early. Go. Stand with other people on a line to vote. Then you have that right of you complaining. Because usual things take things because God has blessed you with good people. They are sending you money. You don't see it. You don't see it. But the people who wake up, do campaigns, they don't sleep, others even get killed, And that is the truth. That is the truth. The only thing that I want to blame our government doing is only one thing. The dollar right now, it has gone very down. And they were saying, oh, the dollar is too high because there is economy. We want to do this, we want to do that, we want to do this. Because the dollar is high, that is why the economy is very high. Everything has gone high. But the dollar has gone down, very down. But we are experiencing the same economy. Same economy, same difficulties. So maybe, as Congress that said, let us give the government time. Maybe it has good plans. It has good plans for the people. And even we as YouTubers, the rate, has gone so down. It has gone so down. Even the payment has gone so down. So you can see what I'm trying to say. You can rate it. Person like me, maybe my views, they're not so high, and the dollar is down, so you can see what I'm trying to say. I'm letting this because I saw one of the comments coming yesterday, and I was like, don't judge everything that maybe I say. You just judge. Don't be the first one to bring some negative comments when you cannot even, because if you can't do it, why should you waste your time writing a very long negative comment? Because that negative comment is not building me. It is not building you. It shows how hateful you are. It shows how your heart is. It shows, I don't want even to say much, but for the good people, for the born again people, for those who have got humanity in their hearts, they understand. They understand things the way it is. They understand the way things they are. So me, I'm a very strong young man. Nothing can pin me down. What I say, I already say it. You cannot change what I've said. It is just there. And I usually know what I'm saying. I usually know what I'm saying. So even if you jump up, you lie down, you cry, me, Max One, already pass my message. Yeah. So those who came attacking me for nothing, throwing harsh comments, may God forgive you. May God forgive you in Jesus' name, because you don't know what you're doing. May God forgive you and grant you good health, prosperous. May you be prosperous in everything that you do, in your businesses, in your work, and may God remove that dark heart, that thing that you have in your heart. May it go. May it be removed so that you can see like other people, the way they see things, like the other good people, the way they see things. That is what I can say. So by winding up, I want to say right now the condition in Kenya, it is very good. Those demonstrations that you are hearing here and there, the killings that you've been hearing here and there, you know, demolishing and burning down the houses, their people's businesses, is now over. Because the one thing that we wanted is the government to bring inclusivity in the whole parts of the country. You know, in Kenya, we have opposition and we have the government. So the government want to employ their own people leading the government, but they don't tend to know that even those oppositions, they want something from the government. So after the president realized what the young generation wanted, inclusivity, so that people can receive development in the entire country, when the president realized that, he dissolved the cabinet secretaries, and actually he brought in the opposition people led by our Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga. Actually, he brought some other people like Joho became the CS of mining, Mbadi became the CS of treasury, you know, Oparanya, and others. So the government, the people are very happy right now, and that is why you see now the country has kept quiet and things now are moving. We are hoping for the best. So DeeMwango, please take it to the bank. Just 2027, go. Wake up very early. Exercise democracy by voting as a Kenyan, because you're not a Kenyan, you've never voted. You don't even have an ID. So secure one. Have an ID as a Kenyan. Pass this message to David Jr. Pass this message to Ayamaro. And pass this message to your fellow, to your entire family. Let them be part of democracy, you know, by voting in the leaders. And when you come out shouting, crying about development, even people can see for sure you are crying for your rights. But if you're not a voter, then why are you blaming the leaders? You've not elected them. You've not voted them in. So thank you very much for watching, my family. I want to say you're good people, and may God bless you and bless you so much. Yeah, and I want to go out, go to the funeral, contribute what I have. After there, tomorrow I'll be rushing somewhere. It will be a very busy day tomorrow. Yeah, actually I'll be going out, and pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, put me in God's hands, the way I do pray for you. So let's see each other in the next that is coming, and don't forget, Max 1 loves you from the bottom of his heart, you know. So thank you very much. We are winding the video. Comment down there, share the video, like the video as we proceed, and tell me, between DeeMwango and the dad, whom do you think was in the right track, you know, the right argument, father and daughter? Thank you very much.